Hello everyone, welcome to Red Snapper. My name's MJ and it's that extremely exciting day of the month. It's new patch day and that means new data mines and leaks to look over. A massive shout out and thank you to Snap.fan and Sanctanglia and all the awesome data mining folks for finding this information. Now, as has been custom for the last several times, we don't have artwork, so I've had to create some using official Marvel artwork. It means it takes way longer for me. It's kind of annoying, but that's fine. This is data mines after all. So, we believe the Season Pass card is Viv Vision, and actually I should say, it appears the season in general is androids or robots, or something along those lines. So this is not necessarily exactly a storyline sort of theme, it's more a thematic one for most of these characters which seem to be androids. We've got like Viv Vision and awesome android stuff like that. So Viv Vision Season Pass card, she's a 3/3. End of turn, give each card in your hand +1 power if you're winning here. Otherwise, move this to another location. Very interesting mix of abilities here. I've put the archetypes that she may fit into down as buffs and kind of like an auto move style of deck. So where these cards are like moving automatically, like Betrok the Lipa and that sort of thing. Silk as well. So yeah, that is pretty cool indeed. If you can get more like Craven triggers and stuff, I think that's going to be interesting. And if you can even just, I mean, she's bound to trigger at least one. Well, she's not bound to. She might not. But she may trigger, if you're winning, more than once, and then that's, you know, really big value. So I've given her 3.5 for now, but honestly, this is very much my style of card, and the fact that she could pump out so much value into your hand makes me very intrigued. Like, by the end of the game, she can be massive, especially if you're playing like a dump deck, loads of cheaper cost cards. Very cool, I'm very intrigued for this one. Next up is, I think this just looks like a normal Series 5 card. This is Moira X, and I got this logo. I did actually get this logo from online. I think I got it from like Inside Pulse or something it was called. So I don't know if it's an official logo, although that is the official X-Men logo in modern times. Anyway, Moira X, she's a 1/2. When this is destroyed, get a copy of your opening hand. This is extremely interesting. I'm definitely interested to play her in a... Sorry, I should say as well, these are data mines, these cards might change, we see cards change all the time, although actually the last couple of months cards have changed a little less. They're typically coming out pretty similar to how they were in data mines. Anyway, yeah, very interesting in like a shield style deck. I'm definitely going to be interested to play a hybrid style destroy and shield, where like you're making use of having extra space and stuff. Maybe I'll finally have Kid Omega by then. But really, even just tip normal destroy, like getting some extra Deadpools, extra X-23s, like Wolverines, that could all be really good, especially with like a null payoff at the end there. Very cool, very interesting card. I've given her 4 stars. Next up is a card that we don't know exactly how we're getting it. I think they're listed as a Series 4, but I'm not certain, and we don't know how we're getting it. This is Sparky, a character that I'm really not familiar with. I mean, I'm barely familiar with Viv Vision, to be honest, but I presume this is Viv Vision's dog. That's just what I'm guessing. He's a 2/3. Activate, give your card that last moved +2 power, and move it back to its previous location. Now this is really interesting because, especially with this image that I picked up, plucked from the internet here, where Sparky is seemingly like playing Frisbee with Captain America's shield. So that's pretty cool, and will actually synergize with Captain America's shield. So yeah, very interesting indeed. Actually, to be fair, I didn't put down the archetype could work with a cap deck. It really would. Really would work really well in there. Just immediately for that is actually ridiculously like good. Yeah, but just even outside of that, getting like an immediate, like play it on turn 2 and then play it into a vulture. Getting vulture immediately up to like a, what is that, like an 18 power card or something, just on turn 3, could be very nasty. And yeah, just seems like a solid new addition for move decks, and also another activating move card, which we've got several of now, along with Sparky. Right, next up is, again, this looks like a normal card, Series 5 card, it's Bastion. He's a 4/5. On reveal, add copies of your other cards here to your hand. Set their costs to 2 and... I just read that weirdly. And their power to 3. So, Yeah, you're adding copies of cards to your hand. That could be additional resource. It could, in fact... Well, I did originally put down the archetypes here, Inda Club, Set Power and Good Cards, but the fact that it kind of resets the power, or set their power... Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely interesting to get potential double up effects on things like Angela, possibly even Hope, because you do have time to then play Hope on turn 5 and play stuff on top of your new Hope, especially with the fact that she's a 2/3, and then go like mega explosive on the final turn. Yeah, just very interesting. Probably allows you to chain stuff as well, especially if you've got magic in here somewhere. You could play it on with a turn 7. You could play this on turn 6 on an Iron Man, for example. So yeah, there's lots of stuff this guy can do. I need to listen to you guys. Let me know in the comments, what are you looking forward to playing with Bastion? Also, shout out engagement. Please like this video. I've worked very hard in the last couple of weeks on Marvel Snap content, and I am just quite exhausted with it. So yeah, it would really help me out if you like this video, and subscribe. If you're new, doesn't cost anything, does it? It's free. So yeah, please consider it. Anyway, next up is Jim Hammond, the original Human Torch. He's a 1/1. At the start of each turn, +1 power for each bonus energy you have. I've only given him 2.5, and that's only because it's just kind of difficult to get extra energy, right? Yeah, you could choose stuff with like Hope, with Wiccan, with Electro, I guess, as well. All those kinds of ramp cards, but it's still a limited thing. And even with all of those cards, the thing that all of those cards have in common is that they're all quite expensive. Yeah, sure. You can do stuff like Jennifer Kale and Psylocke for some slightly cheaper bonus energy. But I'm not sure if that's good enough just to increase the power of a little 1/1 that you've got. I think the archetypes is going to fit into maybe ramp, maybe tempo decks, but I'm not even sure about tempo actually. I'm not too sure on this one, guys. Pretty low score for me. Next up is a character that I know a lot of people have wanted to see for a very long time. Actually, they're the card after this one. This is Jocasta. I don't know if people wanted her. I think she's pretty cool. I think she's like Ultron's girlfriend or something. Anyway, she is a 3/3. Activate, immediately activate your other cards here without using up their activate abilities. Yes, this is awesome. I really wanted a card like this. This is sick. This basically makes like a potential activate archetype possible. It probably needs a bit more, like there needs to be a bit more cohesiveness for activate, but as you'll see, we're getting quite a lot in this season. I think the deck she's going to fit into, like I say, maybe like some sort of activate synergy deck if there can be more cohesion between those cards, but certainly like a Spider Buffs style deck with Scarlet Spider. Activating Scarlet Spider seems awesome. There's also some very interesting other cards in this video that you'll definitely want to activate. Wait, hang on. Oh, she's an activator herself. Oh god, I've given her 4.5 stars. She's probably not off. Kind of thought she was a non-reveal. Okay, it makes her a bit trickier. That makes her a bit trickier. But you can play Scarlet Spider on top of her and immediately activate Scarlet Spider, so that's cool. Or she might be difficult. Maybe she's 4 stars. I still really like her, but yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Okay, now here's the character that I know people are going to be really happy with. This is Warlock. He's a 3/4. Activate, for each unspent energy, give a card in your hand -1 cost. I've put there down here, the archetypes are high evo, and I've given him 3.5 stars. If you consider playing him on turn 3, if you go on turn 4, skip your turn. Maybe you've got like, Sunspot down and maybe some other, like a Bruce Banner maybe. Anyway, you activate him, boom, you're given -4 cost split amongst your hand. Could be very interesting. Could be very bloody interesting. Obviously works fantastically well in high evo with the likes of... actually, that means you can probably get out like a Hulk on turn 5. This guy might be better than I thought. Cost reduction is always very good. Anyway, definitely this is going to give a nice injection to high evo. We can agree on that. Next up, I don't think we know how we're getting on this card. I think the release date for this card is literally listed as like 1st of January 2028. So we don't know how we're getting this yet. It might be like a future season card. It fits in with the android's theme. It's kind of a robot, I guess. Well, I guess it is an android, actually. It's Omega Sentinel. She's a 4/3. Activate, afflict the highest power enemy card with -7 power. And it is worth noting here, it doesn't say here. It does not say here. So it's afflict the highest power enemy card with -7 power. So very interesting stuff. You kind of potentially splitting up this power. Not that you care too much about her very low power that she's doing. But, yeah, I've put the archetypes down as affliction. Not sure what else she could work in other than perhaps one of those new activate style decks. I think if you are playing that card that we were literally speaking about just a second ago, Jocasta, into her, that's really spicy. Like, getting that immediate -7, especially at that point of the game, it might send them into negative in a location. Very interesting stuff. Although I have only given her 3 stars because ultimately she is a 4/3 activate. So yeah, drawing her on the final turn would feel particularly bad. Then next up we have got Awesome Andy. I think this is the android that Mad Thinker makes. And I'm pretty sure, actually I think that's called Awesome Android. And then I think this version is like the one that becomes a good guy, possibly. Anyway, something like that. He's a 2/1. Activate. Give one of your cards at each other location +2 power. I've given him 2.5 stars because I'm just not sure about this. If you think about Silk, Silk is a 2/5 and she's good with Craven. She's particularly gotten better recently with the auto move stuff, but until then she was kind of like dead in the water. Awesome Andy, I'm not 100% sure. You know, easy to counter with Red Guardian. I think the archetype's obviously going to fit into buffs and definitely Atlantis as well. And now, don't get me wrong, guys, I am actually very happy to see another card that works well with the Atlantis archetype. Especially that it works well with Jocasta as well. Again, more stuff that feeds into Scarlet Spider, although you almost want to be playing them at the same location, actually, don't you? So, yeah, I don't know, he's difficult. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy buffs or is buffed or is changed before he comes out. And then next up we have got Danger. This is the Danger Room turned into a, I guess, android, cyborg, robot thing. Very cool character. She's a 4/6. Activate. Destroy an enemy card here with less power. That's extremely interesting, especially because you could buff her and destroy something even bigger. So when you do buff her, this is when it's like the both ends go up, right? So you are potentially going up to a 7, 8, 9 power, and then you can destroy like a 7, 8, 9 power card, or 6, 7, 8 power card, which makes her just start to get really out of hand and very interesting. And also, just 4/6, like it's a fine stat line. I think the kinds of archetypes she'll fit into is control decks, maybe Mill. There might be an opportunity in her there might be an opportunity for her in Mill as well. So yeah, she seems very solid. I've given her 4 stars. Oh yeah, I forgot to say we don't know how we're getting her. She's listed, I think, as a Series 4 card now. And the last card we're looking at this episode, this video, whatever it is. Again, I'm not sure quite how we're getting them. They're listed as a Series 4 for now, but who knows what will change. This is Super Adaptoid, and this artwork is by... Actually, this artwork is Ryan Otley, right? I'm not actually sure if this artwork is Ryan Otley or Ed McGuinness. 2 of my favourite artists, whoever it is. I'm pretty sure it's Ryan Otley because I think they showed up in the Spider-Man run, possibly. Anyway, he's a 3/5. On reveal, steal the text from an enemy activate card here. I think that's extremely cool. I do wonder if, even if they've activated, you get like an unactivated version. I would presume that it's however they've done it. So, very cool though. The fact that it's a non-reveal as well means that if you're playing a tempo deck, you'll be able to literally snipe and steal an activate ability, which is grim. And yeah, 3/5, good stat line. I do actually think this is a very good card, especially with so many activate cards coming into the game. The opportunity for Super Adaptoid is going to go up and up and up. So, yeah, this actually seems very good to me. I'm going to 3.5. Possibly worth more, I don't know. Anyway, guys, that is it. Thank you very much for watching another Leaks video with me. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said earlier, please like the video. Please subscribe. Really helps me out. I work very hard on this stuff. So much so that I have got hand problems, actually. So, yeah, don't push yourself too far because of health and safety things, but also chase your dreams. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.